Welcome back to the Mark Ben podcast. I got another one for my audience out there. I got another one for the men out there. I'm speaking to all the men out there. Mark Ben podcast. And today I will be talking about what to look for in a woman. Now, I usually talk about, to my men about being married, how to keep your marriage, how to be that husband. But I'm going to switch it up this time. I'm going to go into the single fellas out there, the youngins out there, or the guys my age just looking for a woman or looking for a wife. So what to look for in a woman or what to look for in a wife when you're searching for that woman if you're single, right? So the first thing I definitely want to point out is, make sure she's virtuous. What is virtuous? So virtuous woman or virtuous means having or showing high moral standards. That is super hard to find nowadays, 2022, because there's a lot of women out here, they don't have morals. They don't have standards. They'll follow whatever the world, throws at them. They'll follow the trend. Whatever the trend is, they're going to follow it. And that's a lot of the women. I think it's the majority of the women. There's very few gems out there in women that, that's virtuous, that has moral standards, but a lot of them don't. So you have to keep looking and don't settle for less. Don't cheat yourself. Don't settle for less, my single man out there. And the number one thing I would say is, especially as you as men, God first in everything that you do. He woke you up this morning. He blessed you to see another day. He blessed you to make some more money. He blessed you with freedom. He blessed you with health, strength. He blessed you with it all. So hope God is first in your life every single morning when you open your eyes. And same need to be for her. She has to have the fear of God in her. If she doesn't believe in God, if she doesn't have the fear of God, she can't be virtuous. She's not virtuous. So I advise you to stay away from, women that don't have the fear of God, and I'll throw a little testimony out there. A lot of the things that I say, like I always said before, it comes from the Bible. I believe in that word. That word changed my life. Jesus changed my life. God changed my life. The Holy Spirit uses me. He speaks through me. And I'm super grateful. I thank God for that blood, Take you back to one of my relationships back in the past. And I'm using this just to show men out there, single men out there, how it would be or could be if you get with a woman that don't have the fear of God in her. So I was in a relationship for a couple of years, and this particular woman didn't believe in God. And let's just say that relationship, man, that was the worst relationship I've ever been in my life. I lost my job behind it. I lost my certification. My license behind it. It was no standards. It was no even grounds in that relationship. And I'm not saying this to throw dirt on anyone's name, but I'm just telling you, if the woman does not believe in God, you're going to go through hell. You're going to go through hell. So make sure she has the fear of God in her. And make sure she's a loyal woman to you. When you're looking for that woman, make sure she's a loyal woman. You don't want a disloyal woman. You want someone that's going to keep it real with you at all times, that she's going to hold you down. Whenever you're not around, whenever you are away, she's going to hold it down for you. She is a representation of pretty much who you are and what you do as a man. So if you're a leader, she will be a leader as a woman. She's not going to overstep her boundaries with you, of course, but she'll lead when you're not around. She's going to, like I say, she's going to hold you down. Make sure she's loyal. A trustworthy woman. When you're looking for a woman out here, single men out here, make sure she's trustworthy. Don't get into no relationship with these women or a woman that is a liar, or she's full of drama. She's full of quarrelsome things. Put it like this. if you're around her and she's on the phone, right? She's on the phone like this, and all she's doing is gossiping. Oh, girl, and she said this, and oh, he said that, and girl, let me tell you, get away from her. She's not to be trusted, because just like she's talking about everybody else, trust me, she's talking about you. She just won't tell you she's talking about you. Oh, but you'll find out in the future. She will talk about you. That relationship ends. She's going to throw dirt on your name. She's going to throw smut on your name. She's going to throw you under the bus. So make sure she's trustworthy. If she's full of drama, she does a lot of this, don't get into a relationship with her. And then her actions that will not tarnish your image or hers. Like I say, when you're not around, she's not doing, make sure she first make sure her reputation is okay, is intact. Because you don't want to not be around and she's doing things and is making your relationship, which could possibly turn into a marriage, look bad. What do you mean by her actions, right? So let's say she goes out with her friends and she has these tight sexual things on. Right there, she's tarnishing your image because people are looking. If she's dressed like a prostitute, she's going to give off signs as a prostitute. Hey, if you're cool with dating a prostitute, I'm not saying she's a prostitute, but if she's dressed like a prostitute, you might as well say you're dating one because the visual, it looks like it. You're going to run into issues, problems. I've known guys that get into fights because their girl is dressed provocative and they're out in the club or out and about mingling. And you got drunk dudes, high dudes, whatever. And they hollering at the girl right in front of the boyfriend. Now the boyfriend has to step in and intervene. And hey, yo, she with me, especially down here in Miami. Cats don't care. They're like, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her. Let her answer it. And then it turns to a whole big thing, all because the way she was looking. So her actions, the way she looked, make sure that is checked. Make sure that won't be a problem because it will become an issue in the future. Make sure she's non-materialistic. Nowadays, especially nowadays, all women want, a lot of women, is money, money, money. You got to look like money, smell like money. You got to have the money. And if you don't have the money, you better have the money. Because if you don't, pretty much no females are going to look your way. If you don't have the nice car, the nice clothing, she's not going to look your way. So make sure she's non-materialistic. Make sure she loves you for you and not for what you have. Because I can guarantee you, we all fall short. We all have bad times in our life. You never know. And you could lose some things. You could lose a job. You might lose the business. Something could happen. And if you can't provide for her no more with the money and the material things, that lifestyle, she's going to leave you right where you are. So make sure she's not materialistic. Make sure she's not bougie. You know, make sure she's down to earth. Make sure she loves you for who you are. And if her looks, her hair, the way she dressed, her lifestyle comes before you, walk away. You don't need that. That is not a woman. You don't need that. Get you someone that loves you for you, and she would hold it down for you. Make sure you get a woman too, like that's meek, gentle, humble, quiet, submissive. Yeah, I said the word submissive. Don't get a loud, rude, obnoxious, just talking all the time loud, just want to be seen, want to put on the show. Man, that's not you're going to be miserable. And I know me as a man, I like peace. I can't be with someone that's not trying to have peace with me, trying to be peace. I love peace. At my age now, I love peace. And if you're quarrelsome, if you're loud, you're rude, you're drama, just talking loud, I don't like your life is going to be chaos in that relationship, and it's not going to last long. And if it does last long, then that's where the cheating and all of that will start. Make sure you get a woman that's meek, gentle, quiet, submissive. I'm telling you, that's like one of the most important things of a characteristics in a woman is that. And make sure she's serving, a serving heart. Make sure that woman is a server. What do you mean by a server? You mean like a waitress? Of course not. I mean, hey, if that's her employment, hey, it is what it is. But I mean, as far as serving, it's like, hey, babe, can I get you anything? Hey, babe, do you want this? Hey, I'm up. Do you want a glass of water? Hey, I cook. Would you like a plate? If you have friends around. Hey, guys, do you want? I made wings for you guys. I know the Super Bowl is on. I know I'm making it sound like this perfect world. It's not gonna be like that all the time, but at least have her be like serving. Let have her like look for serving in her heart. If she doesn't do that automatically and you have to force her, she's not serving. That's not a good idea to get into a relationship with her. Make sure she's serving because that's going to take a load off of you. You had a long day. You come home to peace. You come home to quietness. You can talk without chaos and rudeness and drama. And then she says, I'm going to get something to drink. You want something? Bro, that's the best feeling in the world. That's the best. And I know a lot of you guys was in relationships and you dreamed that your woman or a woman was like that. And there are women like that. You just have to look, and look. You have to kind of don't look at this outer shell in the woman because that's where a lot of men, young men fall. They want the looks. Or she had to be fine, man. She got to be a dime. And you look for that and you're not looking at the heart. You're going to get everything opposite of what I'm saying. You're not going to get that virtuous, that woman that you're looking for, that wife with that wifey material. You're going to get a pain in your butt. That's what you're going to get. Trust me, I know. So when you out there, you're single, you're like, man, I need a mate. I need a soul mate. I need that helper. I need somebody that's going to like make me feel good. I can talk to, I don't need nobody controlling. And you out there searching for that woman. Make sure, because traits of a woman without virtue. So when you out there, make sure she isn't loud, like I stated before. You don't want no loud woman, man. Just loud all the time, loud. Just got all attention focused on you, embarrassing. Make sure she's not loud at all, man. For real. Make sure she's not rude. I don't like rude women, man. You walk in a room, you don't say hi to nobody. You just in your own little world. That's rude. You don't want no one like that, man. At least say hi. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Don't just walk in and just not say nothing. That's, man, I don't like that at all. It's like, what? So make sure she's not loud. Make sure she's not rude. Now, there's a difference between, there is women that talk and they talk with, it's just from like different cultures. The tone could be a little above normal, but that's cultural. I don't mean that as far as loud. I'm talking, she's loud because she wants attention. That's the type of loud I'm talking about. I don't want people to get confused because there are people that when I speak, so sometimes my pitch is a little higher because I'm trying to get something across. That doesn't mean I'm loud. It's just I'm talking in a different pitch. That's okay. I'm talking if a woman is loud because she wants to be seen, she just wants the focus and attention to be on her. You know what I'm talking about, fellas. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. I don't care how pretty she looks, how fine she looks. If she has that trait in her, walk away. Delete the number. Tell her you good. Tell her, hey, wait, excuse me, waiter, come here. Yeah, let me get the bill and let me split that. If you want to be savage like that, whatever. Well, you could be a gentleman and pay for the bill, but hey, delete her. Don't pick her up no more. Trust me, man. Yeah, like I say, rude. If you notice, man, you take her around people and she just deliberately don't say nothing to nobody. I'm ready to go. I don't want to leave. Nah. Drop her off, split the bill, drop her off, and never talk to that woman again. I'm telling you the traits in the woman that you don't want to have. Because if she's doing that in public, you can just imagine at home behind closed doors. She's going to be treating you that way. When she gets mad at you, she's going to give you that same treatment that she gives other people. Hey, man, I'm just letting you know. Like I say, none-mannered. Just wow, just out there. I don't care. She don't care about her reputation. I don't care. You can't tell me what to do. I dress the way I want to dress. If a woman does not know how to dress accordingly nowadays, and that's a lot of women that don't. She puts on something tight and she gets offended when you say, man, why you come out dressed like that? And she gets offended and you don't tell me what to do. Hey, that's none-mannered. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. It's going to cause you problems. Remember, whatever she's doing at the beginning of when you guys meet is only going to intensify. It's only going to get worse the longer the relationship goes on. Trust me when I'm telling you this, young fellas. I had to learn it the hard way. You can't tell your girl nothing. You can't tell her nothing. Get rid of her. None-mannered. Get rid of her. She's not going to respect you as a man, and she's darn not going to respect you if you get married and the husband. She's not going to respect you. And you get disrespected when you have kids. She disrespect you. Take your manhood in front of the kids. You have daughters and sons. Guess what? The cycle continues. You have a little girl. She grows up and a man tells me what to do. And the cycle continues. Choosing things. If a woman chooses things and people over you, that's a trait of a woman you definitely don't want. If she chooses makeup, I have to look a certain way. If you can't do this for me, no, I'm not. No. Leave her alone. If she chooses her friends over your relationship or over you, that's a clear indication she does not respect you. She has more respect for her friends than her own relationship. It's only going to get worse as time goes on. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Like I say, this is for all my single men out there. I know a lot of women, they probably going to hear this. And they're going to be like, I don't like him. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to help people. I'm here to speak truth. You know, when Jesus walked this earth back then, he performed miracle signs and wonders, according to the Bible, and that I believe. And there was a lot of people that did not like Jesus. So when I read that, it strikes me that, Jesus, he walked out into the wilderness alone to be with his heavenly Father. Nobody really liked him. His disciples did because they knew how powerful, who he was. But a lot of people, they didn't like him because of his demeanor, the way he was. He didn't follow this world. He didn't do the trends of the world. He was the walking truth. So that's why I gravitate towards truth. I like truth. When you're truthful and you speak on truth, a lot of people, the majority is not going to like you. They're not going to like it because the truth hurts. And right now, I'm just, like I said, I'm speaking on truths on these podcasts. So I'm not here to be liked. I'm here because I'm tired of seeing men go down the same road year after year after year. So that's why I'm doing these podcast episodes. Back to the important matter at hand. If she's choosing things over you, she's not going to respect you. She does not respect you. Trust me on that. So that's another trait. Leave her alone. Conceitedness. Look at me. If she has that trait, get rid of her. Knock her to the curb, man. That's a very bad trait. Conceitedness? She got the phone all day like this. Because, look, if she's conceited with you face to face, you can only imagine what she's doing on social media. She's doing anything for the likes. She's doing anything for the comments. It's all about her. It's all about her. It's not all about her, man. It's about you guys. You're the leader. But if it's all about her, conceitedness, get rid of her. Get rid of her. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because it's not going to change. I see too many women, they're just self-absorbed. It's all about them. Look at my beauty. Look at my eyes. Look at my contacts. Look at what I did. Look what I'm eating. Look at this. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. It's like they don't have like self-esteem issues or something. You don't want to go through that, man. Get you a mature woman, man, that's that type of stuff. Yeah, it's a time and place for that. But if it's a everyday, it's an addiction. You gotta have it. If she has that addiction of conceitedness, leave her alone, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Look, it's so deep that a lot of these women, my fellas out there, a lot of these women will have daughters. And the daughters get to a certain age, and it's like a competition thing. It's like, how you the mom? Why you have a competition with your daughter? Man, that you don't want to, man, I'm telling you, it's real. It's real. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. Social media influence. This is another trait, man. I know it's hard because everybody have social media. I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people have it. And like I said before, she's just always on that phone, always just social media. Just, oh my God, I look like this because this girl looked like, man. So, man, if she's just too addicted to social media that she can't cut it out, which is another addiction, conceitedness is a condition. Social media is a condition. If it's to the point she can't break that, she can't leave that alone, it's affecting your relationship, hurry up and kick her to the curb. Bye-bye. Get out of here. That's going to affect your relationship. It's always a competition. Oh my God, I have to dye my hair color this because it looks good on her. Oh my God, I have to do this. And it's like, man, I ain't dating her. I'm not dating her. I'm dating you. I like you. I don't like her. What's going on? It's always changes. Always changes. Social media is dangerous. It's dangerous if you use it the wrong way. So if she's just addicted to social media, you just see her just posting. Me, look at me. Leave her alone. She has issues. Leave her. Let her be. Like I said, I don't care how pretty she looks, how fine she looks. It's not worth it at the end of the day to go through things. Man, it ain't worth it, man. Man, it ain't worth it because I've been in relationships, man, where that junk would turn around and bite you in the behind, man. Hanging out with the wrong girls. Girls' night out. Doing things. Doing things, man. And trust me, man. And another trait that you don't want if you're out there looking for a woman is she has that know-it-all attitude. She has that know-it-all attitude. You can't tell me nothing. I know it all. Nah, man, that's a clear sign that she wants to be in control. She wants leadership. You don't want to get into a relationship, definitely not a marriage, if a woman wants to be that leadership. It's causing problems, man. Nothing you can say or do. It's always what she says, and it's her word. It's her way or bye. That know-it-all attitude, I know it all is nothing you can tell me. She don't respect you. She probably has father issues because she probably don't respect the father. So get rid of her. Get rid of her. Don't talk to her. Delete the number. I know it's hard to delete. I know. She smell good. Hair soft. Oh, man, she make you feel a certain way. Get rid of her. Delete the number. Change your number. Change your number. Serious. All right. Off that topic. So make sure, like I say, make sure your woman is submissive. Make sure, and I know this word is toxic nowadays. You can't tell women to be submissive. Well, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the men. Men, make sure your woman is submissive. If she's not submissive at heart, man, leave her alone. If you ain't tell her nothing, leave her alone. I'm telling you. If she is not submissive, do not waste your time. Time is valuable. Time is worth more than money. Time. Money is always here, but time is crucial. And you don't want to waste your time dealing with an unsubmissive woman. Let her be. She'll be alone in the future. Let her be. If she don't want to listen to anything you say, if it's all about her, it's all about her looks, what can you do for me? If you can't do nothing for me, I'll go find somebody else. Man, leave her alone. Bye, hit the road. Go find that guy. Go get that guy the headache, because I don't want to waste my time with it. Like I said, her being control over you will lead to an unfit home. If you can't tell her nothing, she always has to be right. It's gonna be an unfit home. I know people that have walked out of their marriage. I know people that walked out of their marriage. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably over 6, 7 dudes that I knew walked out of their marriage. Why? Because those guys could not tell their significant other, girlfriend, wife, whatever. She wouldn't listen. She always had to be right. That guy had no say-so. Those guys, they left. Of course, everybody gonna blame the man. Oh, he's a weak man. Sure enough, he is weak. But why did he leave? Why did he walk out? It's for a reason. Oh, I know I ain't liked. I see the faces. Like I say, I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to tell my young brothers out there, all my dogs out there, I got love for y'all, man. I want to see us as men do better. So that way we can raise generations, man, of men, not little boys. You know how many, man, it's crazy. Like instantly when I see dudes and I talk to them, it's crazy that off top, and I ain't being judgmental, but off top, I could tell that their mom raised them and their mom raised them alone. They got women issues. They got women emotional tendencies. They get emotional. They're loud. They get mad. They roll their eyes. They suck their teeth. It's women things. That's woman things. And you only could do what you see. And I see it. A lot of men are not in their children's life. So they're taking the tendencies from their moms, and now they're applying it in these relationships. Arguing with the woman, sounding like a woman in a relationship, gossiping like women. We got to set examples and set roles. We got to get back to that men mentality, what we were created as from our Heavenly Father. We have to. Otherwise, the next generation is going to be lost, and the generation after that's going to be even lost, and it's going to be worse. So, yeah. So women to avoid. And this goes back to what I was saying, if she's self-centered, it's all about her. She does not listen. A divorced woman. Ooh, did I say that? Women to avoid. If you're single, men out there, listen. And I'm stretching, but I'm going to tell the truth. If she's divorced, I'm not going to say every woman has healed, but most don't. Most don't. It even states it in the Bible. I should have wrote the verse down. It even states it in the Bible. If a woman is divorced, do not remarry her. Do not marry her. Oh, but that's Old Testament, and that's not how it is nowadays. That is stated for a reason. I've never dealt with a divorced woman before, but I have dealt with broken women before. And it's kind of the same, man. I'm not going to say it's the same, but it's kind of the same. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about out there, right? I'll give you an example. You meet a girl or you meet a woman. She's to your standards. She's to your likings. You like her, But the history behind her was every single relationship she was in, she got cheated on. She was loyal. She was there for her in her relationship. She did everything she was supposed to do. But she got cheated on every single time. Now you tell me, when she gets into a relationship with you, she has trust issues. She don't like men no more because she knows they're liars, they're dogs, they're cheaters, they're no good. She has to take care of them. You in for a roller coaster ride, man. What I just described, that's a divorced woman. I'm not saying every single woman that's divorced is like that, but I'm saying 9 times out of 10, if you're dating a divorced woman, she has issues, man. Unresolved issues, man. Unclosures is what, women call it. Oh, I need closure, or whatever the case is. Don't talk with her. I wouldn't talk with her. I'm not telling you not to. I wouldn't. Because even the Bible says do not marry a divorced woman. I'm just saying. I ain't make it up. You pick up the Bible and read it. You'll see. So don't waste your time with it. A controlling woman, of course. A fatherless woman. Avoid women who did not have fathers in their life. Trust me when I tell you this. And I heard the sayings a lot, and I guess it's kind of true. Fathers keep daughters off of stripper poles. Fathers keep daughters off of OnlyFans. Hey, it's a clear sign. Just like I told you, when I speak to certain men, or some, I ain't gonna call them men, certain dudes that have women traits, emotional, you can kind of talk with a woman, and you could tell if she had a father in her life or not. Because if she had a father in her life, I'm talking about a real man, a real father in her life, she respects her father, she's going to respect you. She's going to respect the man in the relationship. You only see what you know. But if she was only raised by the mom, and the mom had problems with men, had different men come around, the daughter sees how the mom gets treated by the other men, she thinks that's normal, so she's going to follow the cycle. That's how it is. That's how it works. And now she's in abusive relationships. She's cursing the guy out because she saw her mom do it. Or her mom taught her, oh, don't trust men, they're dogs. And if she was fatherless, I will leave her alone. Unless she's truly giving her life to God. She fears God, like I said at the beginning of this podcast. And she's broken that cycle. That's cool. Other than that, leave her alone. Do not mess with her. She's broken. She's done things in her past. When I was a wild boy out there, when I was a womanizer, messing with all them women, I messed with some harlots, man. And I wasn't to the point where I was paying for sex. But I was dealing with women, man, they were sexually active. They were, and you could tell. And for the dudes that's watching this podcast that used to hang around me, y'all know what up, man. Y'all know how I used to get down. And I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking off of what I know and what I've done. And a lot of those females that did some wild things, that did everything under the moon, everything under the moon. You tell them and they'll do it. All of those women that I dealt with have father issues. Either the father wasn't home, the father wasn't in their life, or they ain't know the father at all. Man, I even had this one. I even had this one girl. She wanted to get back at her mom. She used to tell me about, oh my, I can't stand my mom, and and she wanted to get back with her get back at her mom. So she called me being what's the word I'm looking for? Being slick, been on some slick stuff. She hit me up and said, hey, come pick me up. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on my way. I go get her. She gets in. I'm halfway back home. And She's like, yeah, can I spend a night with, can I spend a couple nights with you? I'm like, what you mean a couple nights? What you talking about? What's going on? She's like, oh no, me and my mom had a big fight and I'm not going back home. I'm not going there. So I just need a place to crash. I'm like, man, listen, I give you one night. And I was a little softy. I gave her 2 nights. After that second, I'm like, hey, you got to go home. I'm dropping you back off at your mama's house. You can't stay with me. Bye. And she ain't talked to me ever again. Well, that's cool though. But I picked up on those little things. She was fatherless. Like her and her mom was back and forth. Horrible relationship. I don't know how she is. And I hope she's okay. Hope she gave her life to God. But man, I just said that to say, a fatherless woman, man, leave her alone. And I know nowadays, like I say, men are not doing what they're supposed to do. So there's a lot of fatherless women out there. They don't know what to do. They never gotten that man's perspective. They never got the men's perspective. They only have the bitter woman's perspective. They don't have the men's perspective. So they remember, you only go off what you know. So that's what they're doing. So if she's fatherless, tell you, ask her, hey, when you're on a date, hey man, hey, how's your father? That'll let you know right there. She'll tell you, oh, I never knew my father. Oh, my father is a piece of this and piece of that because he did my mom like this. Hey, run for the hit. Hey, tell you again. Hey, yo, waiter, yo, check it out, man. Hey, let me get the bill. Actually, I ain't gonna split it this time because I actually feel sorry for her. So yeah. We leaving? Yeah, we leaving, and we ain't never gonna kick it again. Leave her alone. And like I say, she doesn't respect you. That's kind of like the number one thing, man. Like if she doesn't respect you, man, end it, man, end it. Cut that off ASAP. If she don't respect you now, she's not gonna respect you. Cut it out, man. Remember, you want to go home to peace. You want to go home to a woman that respects you, that loves you, that will do for you, not be against you, not against your word. You want to come home in peace. That's the key. But if she don't respect you, there's no peace. She'll do whatever she want and you can't tell her nothing. You want to be in a relationship like that? I know I don't. I've been in relationships like that, and I vowed after all in relationships. Thank God I met my wife, and I looked out. That's the first things I look at is, do she respect me? If I say something, is she always trying to go against me? I look for all of that. My eyes was wide open because I just refused to go back to that. Why keep doing the same thing, circle, over and over and over again? No, learn from it. And I'm dropping you, advice because I went through it. I went through a lot of that. And like I said, another thing, if she's more into herself than she is into you, which we already went over that. Pay attention to how she treats others. She will treat you the same eventually. Remember, when you're dating, everyone has on a mask. You have on a mask. She has on a mask. I'll give you a quick story, right? So when I met my wife, when we know each other, the first time I met her, I promised to God I had a beer in my hand. I was a young alkie. Oh, I was an alcoholic. But I wasn't with the bull crap. It was like, look, either you can love me for who I am, or just don't. I don't want to be bothered. I'm not coming with the mask on. I'm coming like who I am. I'm coming who I am. And thank God she recognized, oh, he's going through things. And when I used to go over there and chill with her, I did a lot of talking to her. We spoke a lot. I had a lot of things. And I just to speak. I tell her, oh, I did this. I was a womanizer. I did that. I did this. I went to jail for this. I went to jail for that and this and that. And me and my dad got in an argument, and I told her. And it's up to you. It was up to her if she wanted to deal with that or be like, you know what, it's too much for me, I'm out. And I put her through the ringer. I surely did, but she stuck by my side, and that's why I'm sticking by her side. We stick together like gorilla glue. You can't rip us apart. Nah, because we got history together. But I paid attention to what she was doing too. I paid attention. I looked at her and was like, do she have a whole bunch of homegirls? Because I ain't with that. If she hanging out with cliques and homegirls and all of this, I'm not being bothered. I'm straight. I'd rather be alone than to be dealing with that. Thank God she didn't have friends like that. She was like, man, she was just doing her thing. So that was good. She was quiet, still meek, still gentle, still humble. A lot of people say, oh, she has a motherly nature. Good. That's what I'm talking about. I could trust her. I put her through the ringer. I'll leave money around her. See if even if a penny come up missing, you gotta go. You out of here. Can't trust you. But she ain't let me down. Never let me down. So I'm happy that it worked out for us. And we're not perfect. We still do. We still have a long way to go. 7 years this year makes our marriage. And we're trying to make it to 10, then to 15, and to 20, and we're going to keep it popping. As long as we keep God first in our marriage, that's all it is. But I come home in peace. I come home in quietness. I don't come home to chaos. So I'm just dropping this knowledge over to the young guys out there that's looking for a woman. Know what to look for in a woman. Know what to look for in a woman. Don't just look at the body and the face and her hair. That is not going to get you anywhere. Look at her. Pay attention to what she's doing. Look at her attitude. Look if she's grateful or not. Look if she's well-mannered, if she's quiet, if she respects you. If she and another thing, if she's on one of these type of women that she has a hate for men, I don't like men. Men are all disgusting and ill, and man, leave her alone. Why bother? Oh, okay, I know why, because you're just trying to smash. And hopefully something, she could change. Don't bet on that. You take that check to the bank, you're gonna be embarrassed. They're gonna laugh at you. There's no money here. There's nothing here, nothing of value here. Yeah, take this piece of paper, here you go, get out of our bank. You can't cash that check, man. Trust me, don't keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting something new. You have to change your perspective. Change what's important. That's what you have to do. Pay attention to her. If she's quarrelsome, always want to fight, always arguing, she kind of crazy. I don't like to use the word crazy, but it's man. Leave her alone. Don't mess with her. Because she will stalk you behind. Man, I got stories for days, man. But the only reason why I'm not going to say it is because I don't want to put dirt on no one's name. I don't want to make it seem like I was the angel out of the relationships, which I wasn't. I wasn't at all. I was lost myself. But let me tell you one thing. I went through the ringer with some relationships. I really have. And it's like, man, listen, I'm straight. I don't want y'all to go through that, man. I do not want y'all to go through that. Trust me when I tell you. And like I say, pay attention to how she treat others. Is she able to change as time goes on? Probably not. Like I said, the only way it's changed is accepting God, accepting Lord as your Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, acknowledging that God is the Father, Jesus is the Son, He's the Word, and the Holy Spirit is real and He's active. If she can't accept that and she doesn't have the fear of God, she doesn't believe in God, kick her to the curb. I was in a relationship with a girl that did not believe. She was a non-believer. I'm talking about the same person. It's the worst relationship I ever had in my life. It was bad. There was no structure, no respect. It was none of that. Be careful who you're dating. At least let her, if she believes in God, she could change. You have to go to church and, read your word, be equipped and all of that. But if she doesn't believe in God, man, at least if she at least does not believe in God, like she's an atheist or if there's no God, man, bro, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Trust me. Anyways, I hope this little bit of advice helps a lot of young men out there. If you really have a crush on a girl, you want to ask her out. We've been out a couple times and some red flags has gone off. And I've mentioned some of those red flags here. You know what you have to do. It's not too late. You're not in a marriage where you can't divorce. You can now walk away. Walk away. It is not worth it. I'm talking to somebody out there. Walk away. I don't care how fine she is. Walk away. You better ask a lot of these divorced men out here. You better ask them. Man, they look like they went through hell and back twice. You better ask them. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. Divorce ain't rampant out here just for no reason. Look at the statistics. The main causes of divorce, who initiates it, is women. I ain't make it up. It's just a statistical fact. Look it up. It'll tell you. I'm not lying. So if women is the main cause of divorce, they initiate the divorce, man, it ain't too late. You better walk away, especially kids involved and all of that. Hey, if you don't have any kids, you don't have nothing to lose, you're not married, and what I've spoke on red flags, you see this plain as day, you better listen and you better walk away. I promise you. You probably want to thank me. Oh man, you saved my life, huh? I'm telling you. More episodes coming. But Marc Ben Podcast. I'm out.